If you wash your chicken before cooking it, you could actually be spreading dangerous bacteria all over your kitchen. And the scary part? Most people think they're doing something safer, cleaner, and healthier. It feels like the right thing to do, doesn't it? We wash our veggies, so why on earth wouldn't we wash our chicken? Well, what if I told you that this one step is one of the biggest food safety mistakes you can make in your kitchen? What if, far from making things safer, you are actively spreading invisible danger all over your kitchen? This isn't just an opinion. This is science. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly why it's dangerous, what actually happens when you rinse raw chicken, and the safest way to prepare it instead. For generations, the habit of washing chicken has practically baked into our culture, often passed down from our parents or grandparents. It was a standard step in old cookbooks, a piece of kitchen wisdom that just made sense. The idea is simple. The chicken comes in a package, it might feel a little slimy, and our gut instinct is to clean it off. We want to rinse away any factory germs and make it perfect before we season it up. This all comes from a good place, a desire to be hygienic and careful. In many cultures, washing chicken with water, sometimes with a little lemon juice or vinegar, is a traditional step for flavor and perceived cleanliness. Our brain sees something imperfect and tells us that water is the solution. So, if you've been washing your chicken for years, you're not alone, and you weren't trying to do anything wrong. You were just following what seems like common sense. But as our understanding of germs has evolved, we now know that this common sense habit is actually working against you. The very act you think is cleaning your food is, in reality, contaminating your kitchen. Let's find out why. Here's the unfiltered truth. Raw chicken is often a carrier for bacteria that can make you seriously sick. We're talking about names you've probably heard of, like salmonella and campylobacter. Salmonella bacteria are a leading cause of foodborne illness in the United States, with the CDC estimating about 1.35 million infections annually. And poultry is the leading contributor to those illnesses. The CDC even estimates that about 1 in every 25 packages of raw chicken at the grocery store can be contaminated with salmonella. You might think a good rinse sends those germs right down the drain, but that's not what happens. The bacteria are microscopic and cling tightly to the chicken's surface. Water just isn't powerful enough to reliably wash them off. The only thing that truly destroys these pathogens is heat. So, what does the water actually do? It becomes a launch pad. When water hits the soft surface of raw chicken, it splashes outward in every direction. And those splashes aren't just water. They are tiny, invisible droplets carrying those same bacteria. The really dangerous part is cross-contamination, because you may not even realize where those bacteria landed. You wipe the counter, touch a handle, grab a sponge, and suddenly bacteria are spreading throughout the kitchen. That's why major food and health organizations like the CDC, USDA, and FDA are all united with one clear message: do not wash your raw chicken. All right, I know some of you are thinking, but I don't just use water. I use vinegar. Others will also say, my family has always soaked it in lemon juice. These methods are popular in many culinary traditions, often used for flavor or to get rid of any smells. While they might have a minor effect on the taste and texture, they are not effective disinfectants in this situation. Let's be crystal clear. A quick rinse or soak in a diluted vinegar or lemon juice solution doesn't reliably kill harmful bacteria. A 2018 report in the Journal of Food Control found that a 10% solution of lemon or vinegar was an inefficient method for removing pathogens. The acid isn't strong enough, and the contact time is way too short. Most importantly, the risk of splashing and spreading germs remains exactly the same. Then there's the other argument. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I've never gotten sick. You might have had a mild case of foodborne illness, like an upset stomach or diarrhea, and brushed it off as a simple stomach bug. The danger isn't that you'll get sick every single time. The danger is that it only takes one time. One little slip-up in your cleaning routine, one contaminated dish towel, or one splash is all it takes to cause a serious illness. This risk is especially high for kids, older adults, and anyone with a weaker immune system. The science is firm. The benefits you think you're getting from washing chicken are an illusion, but the risks are very real. So, if washing is out, what then is the right way to handle chicken? The answer is a simple 5-step protocol that's all about preventing contamination and using the one tool that actually kills bacteria: heat. Step 1. Stop washing the chicken. Take the chicken directly from the package to your cutting board or pan. If you see something you want to remove, don't put the chicken under the faucet. Instead, pat the area with a damp paper towel. Throw the towel away immediately. This contains the germs instead of broadcasting them. Step 2. After you handle raw chicken, you have to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Scrub your palms, the back of your hands, between your fingers, and under your nails. Do this before you touch anything else. Step 3. Prevent cross-contamination. The best way to do this is with separate cutting boards, one for raw meat and another for everything else like veggies and bread. And in the fridge, always store raw chicken in a sealed container on the bottom shelf to prevent juices from dripping onto other foods. Step 4. Clean and sanitize. There's a big difference here. Cleaning with hot, soapy water removes visible dirt. Sanitizing kills the invisible bacteria. You need to do both. Step 5. The only guaranteed way to kill bacteria like salmonella and campylobacter is to cook chicken to the correct internal temperature, which according to the USDA is 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or 74 degrees Celsius. If this video busted a kitchen myth for you, do us a favor and hit that like button. And if you want to keep learning the science-backed secrets to safer, better cooking, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Every share helps keep another person safe, so send this video to a friend or family member who you know still washes their chicken. Sometimes the habits we think are helping are actually making things worse. So the next time you prepare chicken, skip the rinse. Handle it safely, cook it properly, and keep your kitchen protected. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.